Our last filler is called the burn-in. The burn-in is the classic choice of veteran spot repair artists. Burn-ins come in sticks that are in solid form, and they are melted shellac with color. With a burn-in, you have an unlimited amount of color, but you're not limited to just the colors that come in the box. You can mix 2 colors or 3 colors together to create an entirely new color. You do have an unlimited amount of working time. When the shellac stick gets hot, it melts into a liquid, and you can cool the stick with a little bit of water and bring it back into a solid, and you can do this several times. Suitable places for a burn-in are a tabletop, a cabinet door or a drawer. Antiques are always a great place for a burn-in, and my favorite are elevator walls. A poor choice for a burn-in, for example, is the bottom of a chair leg, because it will take a lot of impact. The shellac sticks are durable, but they are brittle, so it will shatter. Let me show you what I mean. Today we'll be working on this panel. Let's pretend it's a desk, and Secretary Sally's boss just came in and tossed a stapler right on the desk. Right there. And they've called you or me to come in and fix the job. So what do we need to do? First, I want to check the size. Is the size of this repair smaller than a dime? If it is, I feel comfortable with the burn-in. Next, I want to clean the void out. If the void is not clean and it's full of dirt, your melted shellac stick will stick to the dirt and it can't stick to the wood. So your repair will fall out and you may be called back. So first, let's clean this void out. When I clean voids, I always clean them down. This does 2 things. 1, it cleans the void, and 2, it gives you more surface for the shellac stick to adhere to. And this guarantees that I'll have a better fill. Cleaning the void down does not increase the size of the void visually, so it's a safe way to do it. There. Make sure all the dirt and debris are out of the void. My next step is just sanding across the top. Once or twice, that's all you need to do. Okay? When you get your burn-in knife, they'll look like this, brand new. They'll have a brass tip that is thicker at the base, and it goes into a nice thin surface. This is really shiny because it's brand new. I've had my knife heating all day, and you can see it's a tarnish just a little bit. I always like to clean my knife before I do a repair, not after I do a repair. This way I know that every time my hot knife touches a stick, it's clean. You know these old sanding sponges that lie around the shop? This is a perfect place to use them. Now I have a brand new, clean surface to work on, and the dirt is gone. I've selected 3 colors out of the burn-in box that I think are most closely going to match this fill. And the same with the wax sticks. I picked 3 colors that I think are going to work the best, and then I pull out a couple colors that I don't think will work. I think this color is too dark, and perhaps this one is too light. There are a few important tips to remember when you're using a burn-in knife, because it is hot and this knife will burn you. So be very careful. The knife will also burn your shellac stick. A knife that's too hot will bubble and boil and change the color of this shellac stick. An easy way to cool the knife is to put it on the rag and let some of the heat transfer onto the rag. This is a way to remove a little bit of heat. A way to remove a lot of heat is to douse it with water, and this will remove a lot of heat quickly. So you do have some control with the heat going in and out of the knife. Let's do a burn-in. Position the knife above the void and melt just a little bit of the stick onto the knife. Drop the fill into the void and slowly work it to the sides and to the edges of the void. When working on the sides and the edges, you can guarantee that your void will be filled and will look proper. There, that looks filled. Now let's cool the burn-in with a little water. Clean the knife. And remove the water off of the burn-in. The void has been successfully filled, and now we need to remove the excess. A wonderful product called burn-in balm acts as a lubricant in between the hot knife and the fragile finish. I apply a liberal amount of burn-in balm over the repair. Clean your knife, and in a cross-grain motion, you want to remove the excess amount of burn-in balm. And as you pull the knife across the surface, the shellac stick will come with it. Remember, an airplane lands and takes off softly, and so should your knife. Every time you need to wipe and clean the knife. And you can see how many different times I'm pulling this off, and each time I pull a little excess off. Never allow the knife to stop on the surface. This may cause some harm. There. Now we need to cool the burn-in again. Remove the water with your paper towel. And to remove the burn-in balm, we need a little bit of mineral spirits on a rag. With my sanding sponge, I go across the surface once or twice. And then I top coat with aerosol. And that void is successfully filled. Let's do that repair again, only this time I'll use a dark burn-in stick so the camera can pick up exactly what I'm doing. Right there's our damage. Again, clean the void. Sand just a little bit. And I've selected a really dark burn-in stick. I made sure my knife is hot. I'm going to melt just a bit and work the void, work the burn-in to the sides of the void. There. Cool the burn-in. Remove the water. Apply the burn-in lube. And remove the excess. Across grain, remember, across grain. There we go. Cool the burn-in. Remove the water. And with a little bit of mineral spirits, remove the burn-in lube. With just these techniques, you too can perform a successful burn-in the very first time.